What's the harsh reality no one accepts? You're the bad guy in someone's story, so many of your enemies will never admit to doing anything wrong, but the thing is neither will you in some situations. People justify their own behavior to themselves. That's why so many people can't apologize and double down on the shitty things they do. Mistakes do define you. The little ones don't, but if you make a big mistake, it will alter your life to an extent. Saying that they don't matter is a lie that will prevent you from diagnosing life problems later down the line. How other people handle your mistake matters too. When I was young, my first few jobs were restaurant/hospitality jobs, and I can tell you that the little mistakes can hurt you if someone is pedantic and spiteful enough. Then I saw people making huge mistakes and getting away with it because no one had authority over them. Agreed. I went from a pedantic boss to a forgiving boss who took me under her wing and mentored me. I had been planning to put in my 2 weeks' notice the day the pedantic one announced she was leaving. I stayed another 3 years under the good boss, and only left because she encouraged me to find a better position within the same company. Never would have qualified for that position if it wasn't for her. I screwed up so many goddamn times under her, but I got the opportunity to fix what I broke and learn from it instead of getting pecked to death over every little thing. More people need to understand the difference between lust and love. Lots of young people think they love their soul, but it's really just lust. It takes hard emotions sometimes to figure out who you truly love. Like how some people don't become religious until someone they truly cared about dies. A friend of mine did something really dumb once and ended up in the hospital for 2 days. When he finally woke up, to his surprise his girlfriend was there, and was the only one there. Turns out she knew something was up when he wasn't answering the phone. She found him at his apartment and called 911, and took off work for the next 2 days to stay with him in the hospital until he woke up. As you can imagine, the emotions of hearing that in person hit him hard, and that's when he found out how much he loved her. It's like how people become best friends after surviving something very difficult, together. Yet most people today never get close to death, and people are simply friends because they were neighbors, perhaps. You will likely be lost to history. In just a few centuries, nobody will remember or even knew you existed. Sad, I know, but you just have to accept it. There is no karma. Bad things happen to good people. Bad people do bad things that never catch up to them. Good people do good things that screw them over in the long run. It's all random. That it's okay to be sad sometimes. Marketers and social influencers are selling the idea of being happy all the time so much, people have forgotten that sadness is a part of life too. Also, a not so accepted fact is that delayed gratitude makes you happier. Everybody is seeking instant gratification through Instagram and FB, but the kind of happiness you get by investing in a long-term thing like a good relationship, a great career, a good friend circle, pursuing a hobby, is really immeasurable in front of the delight you'd get from 1,000 likes. That some people just can't be helped, and the best way to help them is by not helping them. Some people are just so mean, but nice people still give chance after chance. Like you keep hurting yourself for that. It really hurts me when I think about it. Some people just are not meant to be together, also not just talking romantically. Sometimes people can be completely healthy and fine but drag each other down when they're with each other. Sometimes there are little bits of mistakes on both sides, and the best way to solve that is to exist separately and not make a big deal out of it. Most human beings are selfish and/or unintelligent. I love people, but this seems to be a harsh reality. That most people aren't worth your time, and you need to learn to cut negative people out of your life like the cancerous tumors they are. You could be the smartest, most talented person in the world, but if you don't have the documented formal qualifications, you aren't going anywhere. HR department that was so friendly when you were hired will always side the company in any dispute. Most people like to think that they'd be heroes if they ever come into a dangerous situation, thinking they'd protect their friends and loved ones, no matter what, when in reality, they'd do anything and everything in order to survive. Even sacrifice those that they care about. You are never a few good months away from being a millionaire, but you're always a few bad months away from being poor. The only time authority cares about you is when you do something that authority doesn't like. Whenever you hear "it's not you, it's me. It's you," that being in a pyramid scheme isn't owning a business. There is an outstanding number of people who don't believe in facts and tend to make their own reality. There are two realities that too many people don't accept. But luckily a good portion of people do. First, the earth is round. Second, vaccines do not cause autism. You probably take better care of material possessions than your own body. And in later life stages it will cost you greatly. Taking education seriously is not a guarantee of success, nor do you need education to be successful, but for 99% of us, the quality of your education will be the strongest predictor of your success and the largest factor affecting your financial stability. We mock college all the time on here, but the truth is that it's extremely important, and people who don't take it seriously are putting themselves at a disadvantage. No matter how hard you work, if you are not likable, you will never make it to the top of another person's company. Everyone has skeletons and secrets in their closet they never want others to find out.